honey, I just talked to Chris. It's bad. It's not good at all.
We own a rental home that turned into a money pit. Tired of managing it from the other side of the country, we finally headed to Arizona to prep it for sale. But when we got there, it wasn't the picture we had in our mind. This is worse than I thought. Oh my gosh. The house needed way more work than we anticipated, so we rolled up our sleeves and got to work. After 30 intense days and a $50,000 renovation, our forgotten Arizona rental was finally ready to hit the market. From the curb appeal to the dramatic room makeovers, we transformed every inch of this home. And just when it seemed like all of our hard work was about to pay off with a full price offer, disaster struck. Today we take a look back at everything we did to the house and what happened after the rug was ripped out from underneath us. Do we still consider this a money pit, or was it worth all the headaches? Tune in to find out. Okay, so we left you on a pretty big cliffhanger. We're really sorry about that. So, honey, tell them what happened after the nail, since you kind of took lead on that.
Yeah, so we told them about the nail.
Yep.
The one random nail.
One
caused
nail.
all this. As soon as we got the notification that we had thousands of gallons run through the house due to that one nail that rusted out, we got a mitigation company. It was a big learning curve on mitigation companies. If you have any questions about mitigation companies, please send them to us. We'd love to talk about them. We learned a lot.
We did.
The first company kind of came in and put fans in the house, but unfortunately that was not drying the house out. We actually needed them to open up the walls, the ceiling, the floor. It was sitting there rotting from the inside out over probably 72 hours. As soon as we found out that that was kind of a thing that mitigation companies do, we immediately got rid of that mitigation company and called another mitigation company. If you want to know who we went with, send us a note, we'll tell you. They did a fabulous job.
We started out this journey with a mission to give this house new life. We knew it needed to make a good impression, so we started with a curb appeal so it would stand out from the competition. We hired a painting crew to come help us with the exterior. Now, I did end up deciding on a paint palette from the Homeowners Association. What I did decide on, the body is going to be worldly gray, so the bulk of the house is going to be worldly gray. Then the pop-out, those are going to be what's called porpoise. So like down here on the bottom, that's going to be a pop out. We've got the pop outs around the windows and all of that. Then the trim work, which is the stuff underneath the eaves of the house, and then around the front door, that is all black fox. So that is our paint palette. It still needs a lot of patching in the stucco and all of that. It hasn't been painted since probably before we purchased it. So that's like probably 15 years or so. It's due for a paint job, and then I'm not having them paint this because we are getting a new front door. This one, even if we worked on it a lot, I don't think it will do well for the house. So I was able to get one on a great deal. It had a couple of little dings in it, so I got it for 25% off. And so we're gonna have that installed here. Right here, we have this bricked area that's different than the walking path and all of that. I think that this is an opportunity to add some kind of planters. Overall, landscaping looks pretty good. We do need to do a little bit of weeding and stuff. I do think it could use a little color, but you know my experience with planting things, but I have a landscaper to keep it alive. So I think the first thing we need to do is just get out of the way, let them finish prepping the house, and then we will paint it. Or I won't paint it. They'll paint it, but we'll watch them paint it. Oh my goodness, they've already done a coat of paint and it looks like the exact same color as it was before. That is so funny. All right, sorry about the noise. We're not the only one doing construction here apparently, but I've got my brother-in-law Jared here. He's been helping me with a whole bunch of stuff around the house, and he is gonna replace the front door for us, and so it will be a brand new one. If you guys need any help with electrical or anything, he's actually an electrician by trade. If you live in the Idaho, Utah, Wyoming area, keep him in mind. I'll put his contact below, but he's gonna replace it, so. Dolly is being so good with all of the construction. She's just going with the flow, aren't you, sweetie? Are you going with the flow? And she's looking to see what's going on, and that is Jared's removing the door. But she's being such a good girl, aren't you? Aren't you? You're such a good girl. I am not gonna be sad to see this thing go. Yikes. We got it out. Good job, Jared. Look at the difference between those two doors. The before and after is gonna be huge. That looks so good. Here comes the new front door. New front door looks so amazing. Can't wait for it to be finished off. It's nice having an electrician's help this time. So Jared's taking care of my light for me. I don't have to do it myself, yay! Looking good. All right, we have made a ton of progress on this curb appeal. It's looking so much better. So we painted the exterior. We've got a brand new front door. We've got a brand new light fixture here, but I gotta show you the doorbell situation because I had a plan and I've got to reevaluate. Normally, I would like to switch this out and do a smart thing, but if you look at this, it is like essentially like stuccoed in. It's not going anywhere. You know, it's not super ugly, but it doesn't go with all of the black accents that I've already put on there. So what we're gonna do is we are gonna tape around it, then I'm gonna take a straight edge and make sure that we tape it off really good. I'll cover around it, and then I'm going to spray paint it black so it matches. So that's what we're gonna do right now. I really don't want to mess up the new paint job. So I'm literally gonna piece taking cardboard and gonna try to protect this. Hopefully we protected it enough. Let's go. That looks pretty good. I'll let that dry and then I'll come do a second and maybe a third coat just to make sure it lasts. This doesn't want to stay on. I think the heat is making it not want to stick, so I might get stuck with just one more coat if I can keep it on, and then I'll pull it down. Let's hope it sticks. Before it falls off on its own, I'm just gonna remove it and hope for the best. Yeah. How's that for some curb appeal? That'll help sell it. Just kidding. Hopefully that gets picked up before the end of this episode. It's looking really chaotic right now, but what I wanted to talk about was right here on either side of the garage. There is no lighting, no garage lighting. Wiring something like that after the fact would be really, really expensive. This, hands down, is the coolest thing I've ever found. This is a solar powered light fixture that actually has some light to it, and what's really cool is it's dawn to dusk. Nobody's gonna know that this is not hardwired, and we are going to mount it right now. One of the coolest things about this amazing drill, or one of the many cool things, is it has a hammer setting, meaning that it's set up to go into masonry, stucco, concrete. It should go in theory, no problem. So let's line this up and start slowly, and then we'll speed up as we go. That was easy peasy. That was like nothing. Did you know that women account for 40% of all power tool sales in the US? Yet look around, there is no real power tool line designed specifically for us. That changes right now. The male-dominated industry would have you believe that pink equals power. Let's just see. It can't even finish the job. Now we have the Athena drill. Like it's nothing. Lighter in the hand, but heavy on performance. That's our promise. Join me and rise up in power. Order your Athena drill by Aaliyah today. Powerful tools for powerful women. Oh yeah. It comes with some mounting anchors, and so we're gonna just put those in, tap them in carefully. Okay, so we're gonna just take the mounting bracket, screw it into our anchors, and then we will be able to hang our light. I'm so excited. Let's check level. There we go. Perfect. Cover that up and it might pop on. See? Isn't that awesome? I'll show you at night, but that is so cool. It's 8 o'clock in the morning and it is already wicked hot out here, but I want to plant these bougainvillea bushes because I think that they're very like quintessential Arizona. You see them on the sides of the freeway. I've always thought they were beautiful, and we need a little color for our curb appeal makeover. The first thing we're gonna do is move the rocks out of the way so that we can plant them, and then I might see how hard the dirt is. It looks kind of hard, so we may put some water on the dirt, let it sit for a second so that we can hopefully dig in there and hopefully not damage anything to the sprinkling system. So wish me luck.
Reach out to the sky. I found my way. I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day. 'Cause I found my way. I found my way.
I gotta be kind of careful because these have thorns on them. Try to not injure myself. Okay, careful now. I don't want to get poked and get all of that nutrients in there. I think that there's some fertilizers that they put in with them. Loosen up the root ball a little bit. And it is definitely deep enough. Now I'm just gonna add some water and then we'll backfill.
I found my way, my way, my way, my way, my way. 'Cause I found my way, my way, my way, my way, my way. 'Cause I found my way, my way, my way, my way, my way.
Okay, I love them. They're planted. Let's all hope they survive. I think they're meant to survive in drought conditions, and I won't be caring for them, so they should be okay, right? Right here that leads up to the front door, there is just kind of this brick area, and what I am thinking is we will take a planter pot that I have over here behind my other camera, and you can get a little sneak peek of what we've got going here. Yes, they are fake, but if I know anything about Arizona, that there is a huge water shortage, so anything that's really drought tolerant, like fake plants, is good. And these have UV resistance, and so I'm just gonna put some potting soil in the bottom, maybe take one of our planter pots that we just took from the bougainvillea to put on the bottom so that we don't have to put quite as much soil in, and then we'll just stick them in there.
In bad times, I know I'll be okay, 'cause I found my way. 'Cause I found my way.
A plant I cannot kill. That's my kind of plant. I think I need this in Florida. It looks so good. So this area leading up to the front door has some bare spots of rocks, as well as over here. But we have a wealth of rocks kind of over here where you don't even notice. So I'm just gathering some up. We're gonna redistribute the rocks. There's just a lot of construction dust and stuff, so we're gonna clean this up.
This was a property that was the first property that you and I purchased together.
Yes.
And we were so
As a
poor.
married couple, we were so
We
poor.
were so poor. Like, and I mean poor. I mean, like,
The fact that we were able to buy it was a small miracle.
we may or may not have lifted napkins at McDonald's for toilet paper. Like, we were poor.
This is the formal living room and formal dining room space. It's kind of open to each other. It has a bay window that's beautiful and good. In here, we're gonna rip out the baseboards, replace those. We're gonna repaint the walls in a lighter color. We are gonna put new flooring throughout the main level of the house. Now, when we first stepped into this house the first time about a month ago, we were horrified at what we saw. It was in far worse condition than we could ever imagine. But now this space is all shiny and new. It's beautiful. It has new baseboards, new paint, new switch plates, new light fixtures, and it just looks so stunning and would definitely leave a good first impression. It's really early in the morning. I'm here at the airport. I'm hopping on a plane to go back to Arizona, hopefully one last time, just to see all of the work that was done and make sure it's all good to go. Up next is the kitchen and family room where most of the water damage occurred. Before we arrived, our plan was to just come in, touch up paint or repaint the kitchen cabinets, put on some hardware, maybe add a backsplash because what I have right now is just wallpaper beadboard that's been painted, and just try to elevate a little bit. It is in such rough shape that we really need to overhaul it. Now, I've already been in process of pricing out refacing and getting just some cabinet doors, but I was actually very surprised at the cost. I was even looking at ones that come unpainted, and I would need to paint them myself, and I would still need to get hardware for the hinges, and I was just astounded. I was looking through Facebook Marketplace and I found several different countertop manufacturers and sellers. I found this one that we're about to go look at that had a lot on clearance, and the photos that they posted looked really good, like what I'm looking for exactly, and the prices looked good. So I don't know if it's like a bait and switch, so let's go in and take a look and see what we can find. The very first thing that we're gonna need to do is start disassembling this kitchen. We'll probably start by removing the doors, and I'm trying to get somebody to come and help me install them because they are like RTA cabinets, so that means that they need to be assembled and then installed, and I've never actually installed kitchen cabinets before, so I'm hoping that somebody who's done it before I can watch, maybe learn from them and learn for the next time. And plus, we're just on a tight time frame. I think I could figure it out, but we really just need to bust this out because I need to get back home to Florida. So let's get tearing apart this kitchen. It's demo time. You know, I really like to do things independently, but I am so glad that I have you around because I couldn't have pulled that cabinet down all by myself, I don't think. It was nice to have a second set of hands.
You did so good.
Oh! We called in reinforcements. We've got my brother-in-law Jared from Genesis Electric. You remember him from other episodes. And then of course my honey. And we are about to rip out the kitchen the rest of the way. So let's get this going. My husband just picked them all up. Good job, honey. Woo!
New cabinets.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Here's our baseboards. We got a heck of a deal on this. It was like $9 for 16 feet. It's 4.5 inches thick. It's gonna be awesome. This is all of our flooring that's gonna go right over the top of the tile. Is LVP, luxury vinyl plank, and it looks a lot like wood. And they've really improved the quality of this stuff, so I'm excited. Here's the color. I don't know if you can kind of see. Look what I just found in the back of our garage. I don't remember if I bought these and never installed them or if they were here from the previous owner, but there's 3 boxes. And I think I'm gonna use them because, hey, they're free. It's not exactly the style that I initially planned on, but free is free. And it will get me a similar look, so there you go. We are in full cabinet mode over here. Got 2 being built. My honey's hiding over there behind the cabinet. They're doing a great job. What you doing?
Installing the cabinets. Fun little hack for everyone that doesn't want to use a stud finder. There's a stud here in the wall. Studs are either 16 or 24 inches on center. So my next one, for sure there's one here, or as long as your house is built correctly, there's one here, because that's the cross point of both of them.
Wow, that's really good to know.
Your tape measure will have the red squares.
Oh my gosh.
16 on center, so.
I've been doing this for a long time and never knew why those are highlighted.
Yeah, there's plenty of different things on a tape measure. That's the biggest one that you want to know.
Ladies, these are your stud marks. That's why they're a different color. Fantastic. Learn something new every day. Thanks, Jared. Punch it through. There we go.
Just put the cabinet together.
You're doing a great job.
Yeah,
That's a nice drill you got.
this is. Looks great.
That's my Athena drill. She works good. Look at that precision. Nice. Okay, Jared's gonna teach us a stud finder trick.
All of your outlet boxes will be nailed to a stud. So this single gang outlet box is nailed to a stud. I was pretty sure it was on this side. You can just take your screwdriver and go in. See, I didn't hit anything on that side.
Okay.
This side, I did hit something.
Oh, that's a
So
good.
the stud is there.
That's a great trick, thanks. So my husband has really bad back issues. He's embarrassed by his back brace, but we don't want him to hurt himself. Yeah, look at you go, honey. Little struggler. All right, we got rid of the island. Now we're gonna put the new ones in.
something that will make my day. 'Cause these memories of her won't go away. They're haunting me so I can't sleep. She was a pretty little liar who cut me deep. 'Cause she left me here alone. Whoa. Why did she go?
Whoa, look at the light difference. Wowzers.
It was a
Okay, today we've got a lot going on. We are going to be having the flooring installed. We're going to have the granite countertops installed. We have got so much to do, and in order to get ready for the flooring, the whole family's gonna pitch in. We're gonna clear off the floors, get them as clean as possible, and then hopefully we'll have that done in time for the installers, and we are making some serious progress. I'm very, very happy. So let's get going. Floors and countertops arrived at the same time, so we've got floors starting out here, and we're gonna have countertops going on in here at the same time. It's chaos. It's awesome.
Was I supposed to know that she'd leave? Was I too naive to think that she'd be the one? Whoa.
Oh my goodness, that was so heavy.
She go.
Oh my goodness, I love it. It is beautiful.
Whoa. Why did she go? Whoa. Was I supposed to know that she'd leave? Was I too naive to think that she'd be the one? Whoa. Just tell me, why did she go?
It's kind of crazy. I just took everything out of the fridge, but we are getting appliances right now. It's a good thing. I'm going to be starting by tiling the backsplash. I'm going to be using a tile mat this time to speed up the process because you can stick the tiles on and then immediately grout. So that's going to be a huge time saver in this situation. Let's get started. Now, I've never worked with this, so hopefully we can figure it out, especially around the electrical outlets. I'm not sure how that's going to go, but we'll see.
We're gonna be okay.
Okay, so this is our free tile that we found in the garage. It's gonna work perfectly. And we are gonna go ahead and then see how easy it is to install this on the Simple Mat. And we're just gonna do a simple subway tile pattern. And I'm gonna try to do as many whole pieces at first and then go back and do the cuts. But we'll see, maybe I'll change my mind as we go.
I understand.
Coming along so good. So we are gonna change into some grubbies and we're gonna make some cuts and start doing it all the way over. Maybe these ones will be better. I don't think so. I think I have just the thing. Introducing the Aaliyah safety glasses. Are you tired of sacrificing style for safety? Well, you don't have to anymore. These lenses are tactical grade, so whether you're drilling, sanding, or doing a major project, your eyes will be protected. Just in case you don't believe me how strong these lenses are, I'm gonna run over it with this 7,000-pound SUV. In short, don't run over your safety glasses, but if you do, the lenses will be just fine. I have been wearing these safety glasses for a year and a half. They are so amazing. Blue light, tactical grade. These are really high quality safety glasses and pretty cute to boot. Your safety glasses will come in a beautiful blue box, and what girl doesn't want something in a pretty blue box? Inside the box comes this microfiber cloth that you can clean them with and keep them protected in as well. Not only will they be protected while you're doing your projects, but even when you're scrolling your feed, because these lenses are also blue light filtering lenses. And ooh, who's this Designed to the Nines? I think I need to follow her. But in all seriousness, I really wanted to present something that was stylish, so you felt like you were wearing just really cute glasses, but they were keeping your eyes safe while you're doing your projects. So sand, saw, and nail away, because your eyes will be safe. She's funny. You really did. You really did. Did you do it that hard? Yeah, that's a hard pass. All right, we worked hard today. We had a lot of other things going on. I didn't finish it tonight. We're gonna finish it in the morning, but it's looking really good. And one thing that I've learned about using these kind of mats is you really need the tile to fully dry before you can adhere it, otherwise it won't stick. So, I mean, it makes perfect sense, but if you didn't know that, there you go.
It's gonna be okay. The sun could go out. We're gonna be okay. If all the blue skies fade to gray, we're gonna be okay.
Okay, so we are ready to grout. Let's get grouting this, and then we're gonna start doing some of the other final finishing touches. Let's do this.
Maybe the trees will whisper the word. Maybe the sun will spread your joy to the ones who lost their hope. If the world had more of your smile, what if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach everyone? There'd be no wars. Dreaming of you.
Okay, so now we've tiled, and now this is gonna move around because it's not touching the wall. So they make these little spacers that we can put behind the screw to stabilize this so that this doesn't wiggle around. So we're gonna install that right now.
I just wanna love you till the day I die. Oh, oh, I just wanna love you right.
With my Athena drill, I just busted out all of those cabinet knob holes in like under 90 seconds for the entire kitchen. Incredible. The family room area, I am going to rip up the baseboards. We are going to be getting some new floors in here as well. We're gonna get rid of this brown wall. We're gonna probably get rid of any of these beat up mini blinds in here just because they're not doing this room any favors. Because of the magnitude of this whole job, I'm gonna have some help along the way. In here is a little half bath that was really, really cute at one point. It used to have really dark chocolate brown and white stripes here, and this looked really cute at the time. Now the green's probably not going to be working for us for selling, so we'll probably paint this out black and this out black, but we're not going to probably do too much in here just because I don't think it needs a whole lot other than that. You're destroying my work. So we are ripping out my batten board because we're doing taller baseboards, and rather than trim it up and everything, I just decided to rip it off, and I'm gonna be doing something else there, so. Cannot believe the transformation in here. It's light, it's bright, it looks so fresh and clean. We do not have the cave-like wall that once was there with the dark, dark brown. Instead, we have vertical shiplap on the back wall, floor to ceiling. Maybe the new owners can come in and paint it out all white, but we decided to just paint this wainscoting area to match what we did in the kitchen and match what was on the back of the kitchen island. I just love how cohesive this is. It looks fantastic, and I hope the new owner loves it. This stairwell area, I would say, has maybe seen better days. This is very builder basic. Because of everything else we're doing and the limited amount of time, not a whole lot is gonna happen in here other than fresh paint. We're gonna replace this wall sconce that just doesn't look very attractive. If I had more time, I would love to replace it. It's just not in the cards for this flip. That's all we're gonna do in like the hallway area, just switching out the baseboards in general and a fresh coat of paint. Simple fixes. Landed and I'm headed to get my car. The hall bathroom was the area that needed the most work in the whole house. It was in such poor condition. So let's take a look back and see what we did there. This bathroom is literally falling apart. It's like already coming up, and it was never put on any kind of backer board. I don't know if that's normal, but it's definitely not good. Problem is I have basically no money to renovate it. We are gonna be doing our very best to give this bathroom new life, make it safe for one, and do it on a budget of $300. Can we do it? I don't know, let's get started. So I think this is gonna be really easy to tear up, but these pieces come out real simple. This is bad. This is gonna rip up, no problem. I have a little scraper and a rubber mallet. If you didn't have broken tiles, you would take the rubber mallet, hit it to break one up, and that would help you get it up. But I think this is gonna be pretty easy. As you can see, this is gonna be really, really easy. It's just basically crumbling at this point. And I can see it was on the subfloor. We will try to find something better than that. So here we go. Wow, it's just coming up, no problem. We've got a little bucket that we can put the pieces in, and we have a dumpster outside because we've been ripping out lots of stuff.
She promised me to never leave my side.
And if you can't get in on one angle, come in from a different angle. And you can also loosen it up by just tapping it. That'll break it up a little bit too.
I can't move on.
I'm hoping we don't find anything sketchy under this. We don't need any more problems. Whoa, that's just coming up so easy.
To know that she'd leave was
I don't think ripping up tile is supposed to be this easy. I mean, I've ripped up tile before and it was definitely not this easy. It's basically lifting up like it's nothing. You want to try it?
Yeah.
Okay, hit this to loosen it up a little bit with the rubber mallet. Okay, now I want you to come in from this way and kind of tap that underneath and lift it up.
Like that?
Well, not exactly, but that did the trick. Wow, you did it.
Nice.
Nice. Okay, let's load up this tile.
Just tell me, why did she go?
That's all I've got in me for today. Tomorrow we'll lay the membrane and hopefully the tile. So see you in the morning. Okay, so there's a lot of chaos and noise going on in the house right now. We've got a lot of workers here. I need to get this hall bath back in working order so that we have a bathroom for our people who are helping us. So the first thing we're gonna do is I got this transition strip. I'm gonna cut it to fit in this area right next to the carpet so that it has a nice transitioning piece. I mean, we could have just left it unfinished, but I think that this is just a little detail that will be a nice added touch. So we're gonna measure, then I've got these scissors, we're gonna cut it. It's like a heavy duty plastic, it's nothing crazy. And then I've got this underlayment because we're not gonna repeat their mistake of where they just laid it right on the subfloor. We are gonna do a water barrier, and I don't know what this is exactly called, but it's like a thin plasticky material that has a little bit of divots, so there's give and all of that. We're gonna cut that to fit, and we'll go to that point. It's time to start laying the tile and setting everything down. I'm not a professional tiler, but I did stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night. Let's get going. Right here you can see me sponging down the subfloor with water prior to putting thin set down. And this is because it's supposed to help everything adhere better so that the dry subfloor does not suck out all of the moisture from the thin set. Don't use rapid set, thin set if you're a beginner. That's all I'll say. It's gonna be fine, but yeah, that is too crazy, and I'm gonna waste all that because I just am not fast enough. So there you go. This is a metaphor for how things are going. Not so good. Here's where we're at. I was able to get a few tiles in over here, but I did not want to continue on with the rapid set because it was just drying too fast. I was able to get it under here. I don't know if we recorded it very well. That underlayment is set, and then this is what the rapid set looks like. And then I just mixed some traditional right there. That looks way better to me, and I think it will give me a little bit more work time. So we're gonna finish out the tile. We've back buttered this, and now we're gonna lay it over here. Make sure that I do it the right direction. It's a very messy job here. After letting the mortar dry up for 24 hours, I removed the labels and proceeded to grout. Now, as you grout, you do some cleanup along the way, but the following morning, there's always a little bit of grout haze on the tile, and the best way to clean that up is with window cleaner. This red cabinet had its time, but that time has come and gone, and it's time for a new paint color. And it was so hot outside, it was almost drying instantaneously. I don't think this is ideal, so if we didn't have so much else going on everywhere, I probably would recommend doing this in a garage out of the 110-degree heat of the sun. Then I hand cut and painted the face frame of the cabinet. When we removed the old vanity light bar, we realized that the newly purchased light fixture would have been off-center when installed, but luckily my brother-in-law Jared, the electrician, was able to move that over to the side for me, but I then needed to patch the hole left behind. Finally, time for the room to get a fresh coat of paint. Because I was running low on time prior to the next step coming up, I painted where the light fixture was going to go first, and the second it was dry, I installed the new vanity light. Okay, so we got the walls painted, and that feels really nice. And then I also installed our new vanity light. It looks so much better than the builder grade one that was there. And we've done really good on staying on budget in here so far. However, we are about to go over our initial budget just a little bit because we decided that this bath I thought we could clean it to get it looking nice and new, and it just isn't cleaning up well. It's just dirty and it's not getting clean. So we have decided to invest $250 to have a professional come refinish this bathtub for us to get it looking brand new. It's the only one that we're gonna do in here, in this house, I mean. I think it's worth it. I think it really needs it, and I think it will really help this bathroom that we're spending a little bit less money on. Even though this is not the primary bathroom, we still need to give it a little bit love and attention, and I think it will be worth it in the end. It's ready. We can't be in here when he actually sprays because it's pretty toxic stuff, so you don't get to see the actual process, but you'll get to see the result. Oh my gosh, look at that. That looks amazing.
I would wait a lifetime if you were at sea.
Now it's time to finish up this project.
And I feel that our love is real. Maybe we should hurry up and seal the deal. Oh, oh, I just wanna love you right, 'cause a love like this is rare, and I wanna take you there. I would give it all away to do it all again. Make our love a story that would never end. Never thought I'd feel so alive, looking in your eyes. I just wanna love you till the day I die.
So we're gonna go head over to the house now and see how it's looking. But I know I can't be alone in this. And let me know if you've been through something similar, and let's band together. Sisterhood. This room is just gonna be new baseboards and possibly new paint. The paint actually doesn't look that bad, but definitely new baseboards. This master bedroom is actually one of the better rooms in the house. The biggest thing that we're gonna do is rip out the wallpaper that's already damaged and kind of peeling off anyways. It's actually a pretty wallpaper. We're gonna also rip out all of the baseboards, replace those. We've got some issues with the door that goes out to the balcony, and that might need either repair or replacement. It's like almost impossible to open. Oh my gosh. So let's tear down this wallpaper. It took me less than 5 minutes. I've only got this little section here left, and that's because I'm waiting on a ladder. So we totally crushed that and got super lucky along the way. We are having a little bit of technical difficulties shutting off one of the water lines. We're really struggling. We do not want water spouting everywhere. It's just one more water line. So hopefully we can get that off so we can get this vanity out. This literally took like 5 minutes to rip out all this tile. It actually might have been even easier than that small hall bath. It was barely on. It was so easy. With how like loose all the tiles are and everything, we got really, really lucky. There is only like very minor surface level mold that I can kill really easily with some bleach, and then we'll let it dry. But we're golden. The floors are prepared, and now it's time to start this tiling process. We're gonna do the stratamat, and I am going to use the quick set adhesive again, or the mortar, because I read that if I make it a little bit runnier, it will last a little bit longer, and that way the mat will set up a little faster and we can lay tiles sooner. So all of that's really important because we're under a time crunch, and let's get started. Okay, I just pulled you up nice and close because I wanted to have a chat. I've been at this for, I don't know, 3 weeks now. And I gotta tell you, this doesn't feel like real life. This is like super intense. We're putting in 12-hour days and I am super, super exhausted. It's about 7 o'clock at night and I'm about ready to start setting the tile. And I cannot wait to go home and just get back in the routine of things again and just start eating better and doing my exercise routines and just taking care of myself. This is wearing me out, but I don't feel like I'm on the edge of like a burnout. I just feel very, very exhausted. So when I get home, I'm going to literally like face plant in bed and just relax. So I just wanted to be real with you. This has been very, very intense, very exhausting. But we're gonna push through and we're going to set this tile before I go to bed because tomorrow my husband and kids are leaving to the airport and then I'm gonna finish things out on my own and I need his help lifting in the vanity. So I've got to do it tonight. And plus I just wanna get home. And the sooner I get stuff done, the sooner I can get home. All right, let's do this.
Never thought it would be so hard. I grew up without a scar. Just living my life with no big worries. And I've always known what I want without a scar. Just living my life with no big worries. And I've always known what I want. Just didn't know what came along. Finding myself a much less happy. Back in the days I used to dream about.
It's finally time to grout. Let's do this. We're gonna mix the grout with my Athena drill. Looks like a potion.
I care about them, though it hurts so bad. I wanna stay wide open, 'cause if I shut down, it just gives them right. I wanna stay wide open. Ooh, 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 ooh.
Okay, so we have a little problem here. These are off just ever so slightly. Many years ago, I painted it from brass to this kind of brushed nickel look. Rather than go out and try to find some paint to match it or even get rub and buff, I already have some white paint on hand and I think I'm just gonna make it white to match the vanity and save myself some money.
Life is free, but it's overwhelming how people can hate on me. Don't wanna care about them, though it hurts so bad. I wanna stay wide open, 'cause if I shut down, it just gives them right.
Okay, it's really late at night. Since it's kind of dark, I think it's only appropriate that we now address the light fixture. Now, I decided to keep the chrome bar because I thought it had a lot of style and I thought it was totally usable, and we tied that in with the beautiful faucets that we've got. I also have a toilet paper holder that matches, and it's all gonna tie together really nicely in here. But I felt like the shades on it were dating it, and so what I did is I ordered some glass covers. They're very similar to the ones that I used in the other bathroom, and so we are gonna put these on now, and then we're also going to be using some Edison bulbs to just give it a nice contemporary look. Again, I didn't spend any money on the light fixture itself, just the shades and some new light bulbs, so we're gonna do that now. Even though I don't think these new light bulbs are going to blind me, I don't think I have light rings to get our lights on with. I gotta go find them or go to Home Depot. Yep. They got thrown out. That wasn't very smart of me. Well, off to Home Depot. I still got time. I don't know if you guys watched the DIY Wife. I really like them. And I feel like singing their little song, except for they sing it about Lowe's. A Home Depot trip, a Home Depot trip. 5 times a day, a Home Depot trip. Let's go to Home Depot.
My outdated doubts. Somebody do me the courtesy, dress me down.
I'm going in through the exit because I'm a rebel. I'm not really a rebel, but I'm going through the exit into the store.
Not stand my ground.
I see the light. I don't know whether to laugh or cry. I'm leaving empty-handed because they don't have them. I would go dig through the trash, honestly.
Now take back all them hard words. I'm a grown man.
Not in the trash, so it turns out I should have listened to the DIY Wife the whole time and gone to Lowe's. They have 4 in stock at Lowe's. It's like 9 o'clock right now and I am going. We're gonna get this done.
Won't have nothing on us. No, we'll be hard.
I happen to know that it's on aisle 8. So here we go. Better be there. They're supposed to have 4. They only have 3. No. 3 is not enough. I need 4. They were supposed to have 4. I'll take my 3 and maybe hit up another Lowe's tomorrow. I'm calling it a night. Well, not a night. I'm gonna still go work on the bathroom. A couple of exits down, there's another Lowe's and they supposedly have 6. So I've got like 20 minutes to get there before they close. I am getting my freaking light things. Literally the last one. It only took an hour of my life that I didn't have to give, but I got the last one. All right. That was a lot of work, but the one thing I really miss about this place is it's literally close to everything. Everything is like 5 to 10 minutes away, I swear. So please fit, please fit. So whoever gets this house is gonna have that convenience.
'Cause she left me here alone.
All right. Wrong one. Whoa. Yes. Perfect. Okay, so moving on. We've got light now. We're going to attach the backsplash and caulk everything.
To know that she'd leave was out naive to think that she'd be the one.
We have a very crooked wall. Oh my gosh. There's gonna be a huge gap. I'm gonna have to use a ton of caulk.
Was I supposed to know that she'd leave?
So this is gonna take a ton of caulk on the back here and I'll probably have to come redo it tomorrow after it dries. But I put blue painter's tape in there just so I don't make a horrific mess. Oh my gosh, this is gonna take more than one tube. Not a whole lot I could do, honestly.
Why did she go? Was I supposed?
And pull this back while it's still wet. When that dries, it might cave in, so I might have to redo that tomorrow, but we'll leave it for tonight. Looks pretty good.
It was a crooked little smile that caught my eye. Time went by and it was her and I. She promised me to never leave my side, but she left me here alone. I know it's dumb, I still check my phone 'cause I can't move on. Whoa. Why did she go? Whoa. Was I supposed to know that she'd leave? Was I too naive to think that she'd be the one? Whoa. Just tell me, why did she go?
All right, it's time to hang the mirror. I only made a few extra holes. This master bathroom was truly a labor of love. It's finished now. I love how it turned out. It looks amazing, from the new tile floor to the vanity that we scored for just $525 at a construction surplus store, to all of the chrome features that we tied into the existing light fixture. The new faucets are stunning. It was a lot of work, but totally worth it. Kitchens and baths sell homes, and this one I think will sell it all day long. Well, our backyard didn't receive water damage in this episode. We had to go about replacing the back patio balcony due to some heavy water damage from something else. So let's take a look back on what we did in the backyard. The balcony that's just above me is absolutely and totally destroyed. On the top of the balcony, you would think it was totally fine and that nothing was wrong with it. But if you look on the underside, there is just so much water damage, heavy damage. It is not structurally sound. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to rip the whole balcony down and rebuild it. That was money that we really didn't have to spend. We knew that it did have some issues, but we were hoping to be able to just do a repair, but this is a total replacement job. Our budget for this house was totally blown the second we entered it. Well, probably before it, but we didn't realize that. So out here, we've got a lot of projects. The redeeming part of this patio and backyard area is right behind me. It's got a beautiful pool. It's got a beautiful grassy area with the landscaping looks really, really good. It wasn't always that way. When we moved in, the grass was completely dead. It was dirt. It was so ugly. Over the years, we've replaced all of that, fixed the sprinkling system that was gone wrong, and planted new sod, and it's been there for a little while now, and it's looking absolutely wonderful. It's the saving grace, and it is going to be something that is a real feature when we list this. Let me show you some of the things that we need to do. So besides the balcony, which is a total tear down, we've got this pool deck that has staining on it. It has missing chunks, and it just looks very tired and in need of a lot of love. I am going to probably me, gonna take on the task of repainting the pool deck area. Hopefully that will make it look better. I mean, there's some cracks in it, but we're not gonna replace it with all of the other things, and I'm hoping that with a fresh paint job that it will look a lot better. Over here we have the Leaning Tower of Pisa. I don't know that we're gonna be able to do anything about this other than maybe we can plant some things in it and put flowers and things to make it look a little bit better. I just don't have the time or the budget to fix it, and it's not like it's a structural integrity thing. It's more cosmetic and it doesn't look good, but maybe we can make it look a little bit better with some flowers, and maybe it won't be as bad, but there's not a whole lot we can do with that. All right, it started. We are ripping down the balcony. It's gonna be brand new.
Get me up, somewhere new, somewhere I can find myself.
They're getting this destroyed and demoed so quickly. They're doing a great job.
I feel so alive.
It's almost completely demolished, just the base now.
Reach out to the sky. I found my way.
It's a little bit bright here in this bright Arizona sun. It feels good. I really do love the dry heat. It's fantastic. But we have taken a little break on our balcony build. We're waiting on some permitting things.
I would be up waiting for you if you had to leave.
I'm actually liking the back of the house more than the front of the house. It looks good back here. I think it's the weird pop-outs and stuff that I'm not loving.
I just wanna say that I feel that our love is real. Maybe we should hurry up and seal the deal.
I was so busy inside working on another project that I missed them painting this, but this looks so good.
Oh, oh, love you till the end of.
This is what we're gonna be putting on the balcony deck. And here is the tile. I got such a good deal on this. This was 84 cents a square feet on clearance, and I think it's normally like $4 a square foot. So really, really nice stuff. It's gonna look beautiful on that back deck. This is Byron, and he's braving the 102-degree heat to help us with our flooring on our deck. He's doing an incredible job.
Make our love a story that would never end.
Finishing details, working hard late at night. Poor guy. Thanks, Byron. Look how beautiful this is. It's so pretty. Okay, so I've never like fixed a patio or a pool deck before, but what I picked up here, and I'm hoping it will work, is this pre-mixed stucco repair kit. And all I'm doing is I'm trying to try to mimic the texture here, and I'm dipping it in some paper towel because that's what I have, but like maybe a seafoam sponge would work. And I'm just kind of tapping it on like so. Once I get it on, what I'm thinking is I can kind of maybe knock it down like the other stuff and hope that it looks good. I mean, I've never done this before. Really, I'm just trying to not make it like super noticeable that there's a huge difference.
If I'm gonna love somebody, I just wanna love you. If I'm gonna love somebody.
Don't mind the toilet over there. That's gonna go away. You're doing a good job, honey.
If I'm gonna love somebody, I just wanna love you. If I'm gonna love somebody, I just wanna love you. If I'm gonna love somebody, I just wanna love you.
Okay, so we are painting our pool deck, and for the life of me, I cannot figure out what's going on. Let me show you. So here is what it looks like. It is supposed to be the same color as the house, and what's crazy is it definitely does not look like the color of the house, but I've actually taken this paint and dabbed it on the house, and it's the same color. So it really is, but it looks so different, and I cannot figure it out. And it's driving me nuts because I hate it. Check that out. So that's where I put it. So it's a little bit different, but essentially it's like the same thing. So I am so confused. But this is already like the second time I painted it because I keep taking the paint back thinking something is wrong with it. So we're going with it, and hopefully it's just the weird lighting. I don't know if it's like the reflection of the pool on it or what's going on, but it is the same paint color, but it doesn't look like it. Just no way that's the same color. I don't understand, but I'm so grateful for my boys who are helping me paint this. Got so much else going. That is not the same color as the house. The Leaning Tower of Pisa in our backyard. Because we think that this will become a negotiating point, it costs us more money than it would cost to fix it, we've decided to go ahead and repair it. Now we can't match up this because this is a long time gone, but we can match up what's here and get this not leaning over, and then I'll probably get some touch-up paint that matches this brick a little bit better so it doesn't look so weird. It is what it is, but if we can alleviate any major concerns of disrepair, that's what we're trying to do. See how off that is? It's so crooked and janky looking. And we think it might be stressing this wall and leaning this over. So if we can fix that, hopefully that won't become an issue. They've left for the day and they still haven't backfilled or fixed this area that kind of washed out. And then they've backfilled. This all looks really good, but this is what kind of looks weird here. I don't know what that's about. So they just finished doing this wall and it's still actually drying. They stuccoed it. It looks incredible. Such an added feature. There's like all of these, I don't know if they're bees or flies or wasps. They like burrow in the ground. And this is actually not that bad. I've seen this like way worse. So I'm gonna spray first and then I'm going to tackle this wall. Somebody did a really bad patch job years ago before we ever bought the home, and we never did anything about it. And so I did a custom color match of this wall. Maybe it's got speckles, so I'm sure it's gonna be obvious. So I don't know if I'm just gonna go over the ones, maybe make a stripe, or I don't know, something to spruce it up a little bit. Is it a perfect match? No. But is it a whole lot less obnoxious? Oh yeah. I'll live with that over that bright orange. So it is what it is. We finished the house. It turned out beautiful. We were really proud of it. It got put on the real estate market. It went under contract in the first week, full price, really qualified buyer. Everything was going according to plan. And then what happened?
And then we got a call from our realtor and said the inspector during the due diligence period walked into our house and it was covered in water. A water main was punctured upstairs and it flooded.
Not by me. I just want to be clear. It was not me who punctured the pipe.
Yeah, so it was just a fluke accident. So the baseboards, the nail went through a baseboard and right into a copper pipe. And then the nail rusted out, and we're thinking magnitude between 6,000 and 10,000 gallons of water were released into the house. So kind of a huge deal. We don't know really how much the repair is going to be, but it's going to be a lot.
It's definitely going to slow down our sale, if not like make it fall apart altogether. We just don't know at this point.
But whatever it is, it'll be brought back to as good or better. I mean, so that's what needs to happen.
Okay, so how are you feeling? Is this a money pit?
It still feels that way. Yeah, it still feels that way. It's
okay.
Fingers crossed, everybody. But what's most important is that the house is amazing. And that's what we're gonna do.
That's
so
right.
No matter how many things happen, that's what's gonna happen. Whoever owns this next is gonna be very, very proud of this house.
Yes, that's right. It's time. We're gonna head over and see the property, see how it looks after all of that water damage. It looks great. Ceiling, this was all ripped out and had water. It You really cannot tell that anything happened here. And this is the scene of the crime. You could not tell where it happened. This looks incredible. This is behind that wall, but luckily everything in here was spared, so nothing happened in this newly renovated bathroom, thank heavens. Well, I'm trying not to cry. We just put the sold sign up, and that's not why I'm crying. I'm happy about that part, but our realtor, Chris, just gave us our closing gift, if you will, and it is the most special thing that I could have ever imagined. So he gave me this information, but more importantly, he gave me this picture of this family, and he shared with me, and he didn't want to do this on camera. So he's taking a portion of the commission that he earned on the sale of our home, and he helped this family get into a home down in Mexico. This is the land that they just purchased, and they're helping to build them a home, and it's through an organization called One Mission. I don't know anything about that, but I'm definitely going to be looking into it because it is just so special that they're trying to build good communities and homes for people, and it's just incredible. So if you are looking for a good, honest, amazing agent in the Phoenix area, I couldn't recommend him more. I mean, not only did he work so hard, he was so easy to work with, and on top of it, like the best closing gift ever. You get closing gifts and it's usually, you know, like a gift card or something like that, and this is so much better. I mean, just absolutely incredible. Well, it's been real, and we hope that somebody else has the most wonderful memories here. That's a wrap. So we got it fixed, and it turned out really good.
Yeah, the quality of the flooring was better, like I said. I think we purchased like 7mm flooring that we got in our rehab. We ended up getting 8mm flooring, so that was a nice little upgrade there.
The only thing I would have done different on that is the way they laid it. I probably would have done a little bit more random. It's very, but nobody was the wiser other than me. But
that's the difference between me and Natalie. I would have never even noticed that it was laid wrong or not, or that it bothered me.
It was really good quality flooring. It was really good.
The ceiling on the first floor, when we actually moved into it, you could tell that there was a patch job from probably decades ago that was now gone. So that was all. That's wonderful. So really, it ended up being awesome. Then it went under contract again, and it was like a stressful period of, oh my word, I hope that there wasn't like 2 nails, but
the offer was not as good as the first one, though.
Oh, but we're fine.
We're fine, but
so it was.
That was one of the expenses of that nail, though.
So the new buyer came in and did their due diligence, and of course we were clear and transparent about everything.
Everything. We took care of a
Down
couple
to
other things.
Down to the pictures, down to everything, exactly the work that was done, and so they're super excited. They're super happy.
I feel good about the work we did.
Oh yeah, oh for sure, absolutely.
Yeah.
This was a property that was the first property that you and I purchased together.
Yes.
And we were so
As a
poor.
married couple, we were so poor.
We were so poor, and I mean poor. I mean like.
The fact that we were able to buy it was a small miracle.
It was in 2010. If you remember in 2010, like the market had collapsed.
Yeah.
And this property was just such a find. We were living in Utah at the time, and I don't know if you found it or I found it. I think you found it. And we're like, thank goodness for good credit, so we had good credit, I had good credit, and we were able to just scrounge the money together.
We were very scrappy.
To do it. I mean, we didn't eat out. Anyways, we earned it. It was a great experience. But that property.
So it meant a lot to us. It was our first home together that we bought as a married couple.
It was, and it was, and
it was a mansion to us.
And it served its purpose for a long, long time. So we rented it out to. It was all females for most of the time, right?
Like by the room, yeah.
By the room, and we stayed there with. How are things going? Anytime something went wrong, we from a distance had someone go in and fix it. And basically it was just through time, just wear and tear. I would just say like the quality of the entire property just kind of went down just through time. But as far as all the big things, we took care of everything.
Oh yeah, anytime like there was like anything wrong, or even if there wasn't things, like we got new washer and dryers, we took care of, we got a new air conditioning unit, like we took care of all the yearly maintenance. It was just wear and tear.
Really, the intent was to have it forever, have the children fight over it when we die. But no, it was time to get rid of it just because we were just so far away from it, and it was just too difficult to keep going with it. So here we are. I know this is a money pit as far as cash is concerned, but we were very blessed to end up where we are, and where we are right now is it's been a complete success. We didn't end up losing. Well, I don't know how you want to look at it. It feels like it was. There's no other way to say it. We lost $40,000 on it, no matter any way you slice it.
But that's on top of the renovation we'd already done.
So it was. Things happen, and what are we supposed to learn from this? What do you think?
I don't know. Just to persevere.
I like it, to persevere, and that's
because everybody faces trials, and this was like. It was difficult to kind of manage this from afar.
It's all perspective.
It's all done, yeah.
There's no question that we're blessed, and we know that.
Yeah.
And I know that no matter where we're at, and I don't care how much money you have, my experience is life is just hard.
Yeah.
There's always different degrees of hard.
Yeah.
We are blessed, and I hope that you are all blessed too, that you know where your next meal is coming from.
Yeah.
Because not everyone in the world can say that, and if we can all say that, then we all, fully well knowing that we all have issues and we all have stories going on right now, every single one of you, and we do too. You have health things that you're not talking about. So it's
that's for another episode, another day.
But it's. This life is meant to test us. If you're doing life well, you will be tested. And it's a matter of making it through the testing and coming out on top and being able to smile.
Yep.
But I say that fully well knowing, I'm sitting in front of a beautiful mantelpiece or fireplace that you built. So I know how blessed we are.
Yeah. Definitely feel very, very blessed. And yeah, thank you for sharing all that, honey. Yeah.
All right. Well, it was amazing walking through all of that with you all. It was an amazing journey. I think it turned into 7 episodes?
Yeah, 7 or 8.
and maybe a long one. But what I want to leave you with is we have now experienced a residential disaster. And we have, if you experience that, please reach out to us, because, I know Natalie would too, would love to tell you, don't do this, do this, right?
Yeah.
A kind of
maybe
a top
that's
10.
Another video someday.
Oh my word, that's a great video. like what to not do in a residential
when
disaster.
Renovating, or just so many things.
And who not to call, who to call. But yeah, if you have any questions, please reach out. We will respond to you.
Well, we hope you've enjoyed this journey along with us, making over this Arizona property. It was a lot of work. It was a lot of fun. It was rewarding. It was challenging. And we're glad that you joined us on this journey. And if you enjoyed it and you want to see the entirety of the playlist, it is right here. And to all of you, you are more powerful than you know. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.